opener was everything we could have asked for, and now this building stretched to capacity. Game 2 of the World Series between the Oakland A's and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and you see a really good start for the home side. They did what they needed to do in the opening game of this series. And the crowd, that made a huge difference. They were behind their guys all the way, and boy, oh boy, were they loud. And I've got a feeling that not much is going to change here in game number 2.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Philadelphia
Briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Juan Vargas makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And the first pitch of the night here is taken for ball 1, and we're officially underway in Philadelphia.
First pitch of the night, that home plate umpire's already letting you know what kind of game it's going to be.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And we'll need to keep the hot chocolate flowing tonight. 42 degrees our game time temperature. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Here he comes on 2-1. Oh, he took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And they'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Sean Harms will step in now. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. Three and 0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Josh Donaldson will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Peavy set. Now the pitch. Runners on the move for second. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. If he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Brandon Moss will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Go on to the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. And now to the bottom of the first inning as the leadoff hitter is set to start things out.
Leading off for the Phillies, left fielder, number 19.
And he takes ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats out of play. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
1 away, and Jimmy Rollins comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one did.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled straight back. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, you've got a cold night. The ball won't be carrying as well, so you can afford to take a few more chances in the strike zone and challenge some guys. In that case, up in the strike zone.
Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the dropped third strike. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Chase Utley will dig in now, coming off one of the best offensive performances we've seen in a World Series game for quite some time.
Oh, really just a game for the ages there. He put on a one-man show, and you can bet he probably won't see the same kind of pitches that he saw last time out. He'll be a lot more careful when he's at the dish.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Yoenis Cespedes leads things off now in the top half of the second. First pitch to him. Here's a pitch popped straight up. Playable behind the plate for Ruiz. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Oh, that's wrong. That's so wrong.
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
So one away here with the bases empty, and set to go the second baseman, Aaron Hill. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball one.
That trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
But this will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but this is one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
John Jaso will stand in here looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. And PV starts him with a changeup, 0-1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
And that will be the first hit for the Athletics thus far. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. Here's the first pitch to him. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. And he takes a cold strike 1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a cold strike 2. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 2-2 one more time. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. The A's strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Ryan Howard will start things off in the bottom of the second.
For the Phillies, first baseman, Ryan Howard.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 1-1. Fouled back. And this pitch is hit hard as it'll fall into right field for their first hit of the ball game.
Here's a situation where he just says, shift. What shift? I tell you, you got to hit a ball awfully, awfully hard to get it through an alignment like that. But he's able to do it here.
Austin Jackson digs in at the plate. Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. And this is past him at third, down the line. It's a fair ball. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Can't ask for a whole lot more to start the inning. Hey, back-to-back base hits have him threatening to score our first run of the night.
Darren Ruff will be the batter.
Knock it out of here.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Talk about a missed opportunity there. I think this pitch catches him out on his front foot, and that's an at-bat he'll wish he had back.
2 on here with 1 man out. And stepping in is the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Oh, and you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, that wasn't even close.
On the ground to third. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Jared Parker will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. There's PV back to work now as Jake gets ahead here with a good pitch. It's 0-1. Grounded foul over near Mike Gallego, the third base coach and pretty good fielder in his day. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
And now anything more than 4 pitches to get this guy out, it has to be considered a letdown. You got to go get him right here.
Juan Vargas will dig in. He popped out his first time.
Juan Vargas.
High in the air and deep down the left field line. And a long run, but he gets there, and that's good range in the outfield as there are 2 gone.
Now, this is a really tough play for a left fielder here, especially when he's moving to his right, because there's almost no foul ground here until that wall comes right up in your face. So just a great job to stay with that play.
Sean Harms will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. And there's the good fastball from Peavy as Jake gets ahead here 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you got to be thinking right center field. He'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Here's a swing and a foul ball. Third inning, no score to this point. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And this will be fouled away. Swing and a high pop drifting into foul territory. And this is hauled in by the catcher Ruiz, and that'll be that. Oh, and a nice inning on the mound for Jake Peavy. Still 0-0. Cody Ashe makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Jake Peavy will get his first shot at it here.
Jake Peavy.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
I want to take another look at this because this was close down that right field line. Is it a fair ball? Yeah, not by a whole lot, but they got the call right, and he'll get into second here with a double.
Number 19 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And this one's bunted out in front of the plate. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Wow. This is a great example of what not to do when a guy's trying to give himself up. I don't know if he heard someone yelling for third or what, but they wind up not getting an out here at all. This is a big letdown defensively.
Jimmy Rollins will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Vargas is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the runner is late getting back to third, so it's a double play, and that'll retire the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Josh Donaldson will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Hit hard, but foul. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And now a pitch on the way. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Brandon Moss will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Now the pitch by Peavy is hit right back towards him, but it'll get on through and continue into center field for a base hit.
Yep, maybe a shot here now with 2 away as they finally get another base runner. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to this base hit, so he's had his way with these guys for the past few innings.
And that ball is gone. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer here in the series. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0. John Jaso will dig in. He singled his first time around.
John Jaso.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Ball hit out toward Utley at second. Throw on to the first baseman Howard, and with that, the side is retired. But the Athletics strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, and Chase Utley getting set to start things out here in the Phillies half of the inning. Now a swing on the first pitch, and this is bounced toward Hill at second. Throw to first by Hill, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Ryan Howard will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to first, and the shift pays off there as Howard is retired for the second out. Austin Jackson will dig in. He singled his first time around. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and is probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Jed Lowry will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Here's Peavy back to work now as Jake gets ahead here with a good pitch. It's 0-1. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
But this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away. Jared Parker will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Peavy up to 66 pitches now in this night of work. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Juan Vargas will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. And good late movement there from Peavy on the fastball. It's 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Ball hit sharply on the ground to third. Stabs for it. He's got it. And they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
Well, never too late to get a rally started. He gets a little fortunate here to beat this one out, but he's going to take it. And that gives his guys a shot here with 2 outs.
Sean Harms will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
Boy, a 2-out single, now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit.
Everything changes when you get to the top of this lineup. The number 8 and 9 guys go down without much of a fight. On the mound, he's thinking, hey, I got an easy inning. They turn him loose here on the first pitch after reaching base, and he had a pretty good jump that time. You know, sometimes pitchers are so focused on not allowing that runner on third to score that they forget about that guy on first, and he's able to take second here with ease.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. A's strand a couple. They're up 2-0. Darren Ruff will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that is over the wall. Home run. A solo home run off the bat of Darren Ruff. His first homer so far in the series. And the Phillies have cut the lead in half. It's now a 2-1 game.
Well, he'd retired 5 in a row until just now, but not anymore. He'd been on cruise control, but all of a sudden, one little mistake will snap you back down to earth in a hurry.
Carlos Ruiz will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. They're putting that last home run at 419 feet officially. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is going to be a foul ball. Another 0-2 home. And a good pitch, but no offer from Ruiz. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Harms is there, 1 away.
Third baseman, number 25.
Cody Ashe will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
And this is going to be a foul ball. One-two pitch is a curveball that misses 2-2.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. That's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, he's made 5 or 6 quality pitches in this inning, but he just made the one bad one. And you can bet that's the one he's going to remember when he gets back to the dugout. Good job here, though, because he bounced back to retire the next 2 guys that he faced.
Rafael Furcal is going to be summoned off the bench to pinch hit, so that will officially end the night of work for Jake Peavy. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And this is on the ground toward the hole. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. But the Phils draw a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. Through 5 innings, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Scott Baker will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 60, Scott Baker.
Brandon Moss will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here comes the pitch to Moss. Swing at a high pop, drifting into foul territory. And this is taken in by the catcher Ruiz, 1 away.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And that's in there for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Good pitch there on 1-2 as this is pulled down to third. And a throw over to Howard, and that's the 2nd out.
Second baseman, number 2.
Aaron Hill will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his 2nd hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
John Jaso will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And a swing as this is hit the other way out toward left field. Number 19 is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the A's 2 and the Phillies 1. Number 19 will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about it. Gets this one down. Throw is too late, so the sacrifice attempt turns into a base hit.
Boy, here he's not showing late and trying to beat one out. He's giving himself up to get that runner to second. I mean, you've got to be able to defend this better than they did. That's an out you have to count on getting.
Chase Utley will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Now a hard liner. Foul. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And this is going to be a foul ball. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Lowry. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Boy, you know, you get the top 2 guys in your lineup on base, and now you're setting yourself up for the big boys to come in and do some damage, and then this happens. Now you need your cleanup hitter to pick you up and at least get that runner home from third, now with 2 outs.
Ryan Howard will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Throw, got him by a step. Would have been a run if he beat it out, but the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Jed Lowry will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Fouled straight back. And he gets around on the fastball here and sends one deep down the right field line. Ruff. It's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Yeah, this is all about knowing how to play right field here in your home ballpark. First step is good, angle's good, and he runs this one down heading into the corner.
Jared Parker will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And there's a fastball from Baker for strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. In the air to left center. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get him.
Juan Vargas is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Oh, look out now. Guys don't like it when you miss up and in like that.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think. But sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Swinging a P-Rod back to the mound. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Utley at second. Throw on to the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. We'll get a look at Austin Jackson when we come back. It's the A's 2 and the Phillies 1. And so here is Austin Jackson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Austin Jackson.
Now the first pitch. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th.
It doesn't take long for him to find some trouble here in the 7th. Oh, 1 pitch in the inning, and he's already got the tying run on base. That could spell trouble.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for the bullpen. That's going to do it for Jared Parker. Ryan Cook will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out. Darren Ruff will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. A look at Jackson, and now here it comes. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here's the 1-1. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
He's driven in both of their runs now with that home run earlier and now the RBI double here. If it weren't for him, these guys would be sunk. So he's keeping them in the ball game all by himself.
Carlos Ruiz will dig in, needing to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. And this may get the runner to third as it's on the ground toward second base. On to first with it is Hill, one away.
Well, if you're going to make an out, you have to make a productive out. And that moves a man up to third now with just one away.
Cody Ashe will have a chance here in a crucial spot with the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, nothing in one.
Your job right here on the mound, you got to think strikeout number one, ground ball number two. You can't leave anything up that can easily be a sac fly.
Now the 0-1 is hit on the ground for the second baseman, Hill. Throw gets him, 2 down. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Sean Doolittle will get the ball, looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning.
Sean Doolittle.
Marlon Byrd will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Marlon Byrd.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center, and he can't track it down. A base hit.
The batter, number 19.
Number 19 will bat now, 2 for 3 in the ballgame. First pitch on the way. Goes the other way as this is line to left. Dives and he makes the catch. How about that for an exclamation point to the end of the inning? Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Brad Lincoln will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Josh Donaldson will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. And the 8th inning is underway with the ball swung on and grounded to short. On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here. Our line score to this point tells the story. You see the Phillies leading this one at home here at Citizens Bank Park as we draw nearer to the end. Brandon Moss will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. So to get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are 2 right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a one-batter outing.
The left fielder, number 50.
Yoenis Cespedes will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Al Albuquerque will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Ball 1. Here's a ground ball to first. And that's a base hit. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Aaron Hill will dig in. He homered back in the 4th. first pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Here's a swing and a chance for Howard over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and 1 left for Oakland. They trail 3-2. Sam Fuld will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field.
So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And this is going to be a foul ball. Swinging a hard liner to short. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. But somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Chase Utley will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Three runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
This is where having a good changeup can save some wear and tear on your arm. It takes him just 4 pitches to get the first 2 outs here.
Ryan Howard will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
Well, the shift won't matter here as this is skied out to center field. Vargas will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. John Jaso will stand in to start off the ninth here with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. Mike Adams is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 37, Mike Adams.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0. And he swings and hits this ball high in the air and deep to left center field. Jackson is there, 1 away.
Yeah, I thought this one was going to be 2, maybe even 3 off the bat. But take a look from this angle at how much room he's covering out there in center field. I mean, that's as good a jump as you're ever going to see.
Jed Lowry will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now. Back up the middle, and it'll get on through for a base hit. Tying run at first now with 1 gone. And if you start wondering about pinch hitters, there's a look at what's left on the Oakland bench. Craig Gentry will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Craig Gentry.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be two? Utley for one. Back to first. It's a double play. Right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Well, these guys fought hard right to the end. They got the tying run on base here in the ninth, but they couldn't get any further than that as the double play ball brings this game to a close.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 3-2. Good night from Philly.
Our final line score tonight.